Hello class 4, good morning everybody. Today we are going to do exercise 5, okay, and from this exercise question number 2 I will solve here, okay. Everybody watch this video and try to understand, okay. Now look at here, question number 2 is find the factor by multiplications. Here given question number A there is 14. We have to find out the factor of 14 by multiplications. So one thing you must remember, to find all kind of factor you need to know the table of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the table you need to know, okay. So first thing, look at here, there is 14. So you have to find out this number in every number table, okay, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. Now look at here, 14. 14 is in the table of 2, isn't it? Because 7 times 2 is 14, right? So we can write 2 into 7 equal to 14. 14 is in the table of 2, which is 7 times. That means this 7 and 2, both the number are the factor of 14. So we can write here 2 and 7 are factor. This way we can write. Now look at here, see in the table of 3, there is 14. 14 is not in the table of 3. That means we cannot say 3 is the factor of 14. 14 is not in the table of 4 also, 5 also. This number is in the table of 7. Okay. So how many times? 1 times, right? But 7 is already, I have written here in 2 tables, 7 is already I have written here as a factor of 14. So no need to write. But thereafter see in the table of 8, is the 14 in the table of 8? No. So we cannot say 8 is the factor of 14. So if you will see 9, 10, 11, 12, we can see here, okay, if we see 1 times 14 is 14. This 14 is in the table of 14. How many times? 1 time. That means this 14 and 1 is also the factor of 14, right? So we can write here 14 and 1 are factor. 14 is also in the table of 7, but 7 is already I have written as a factor of 14, so that's why I have not multiplied 14 by 7 in this case, and directly I have multiplied 14 by 1, okay, because in 14 table 1 times 14 is 14, right? So this way 14 and 1 also factor of 14. So this way if we see, therefore we can write we have to arrange in ascending order, okay. 1, 2, 7 and 14, okay. 1, 2, 7 and 14 are factor of 14. Very easy, okay, but you need to know the table. If you don't know the table, okay, if you don't remember the table, you cannot solve it, okay. So read the table, okay, learn the table at home, okay, all the table, you should remember the table, and then only you can solve this problem, okay. So first of all, learn the table at home, and thereafter you have to find out this number. Whatever number is given here, you need to find that number in the table. If in any number table, if this given number is there, that means you can say that number is the factor of this given number in the questions. Understood? So this is number A. It's very easy. Okay. Now I am doing number B also. Number B is 15. Look at here. Number B is 15. So what will be the factor of 15? So look at here. Now you have to find out the 15 in each table. Okay. Is there in two table, is there 15? No, that means we cannot say 2 is the factor of 15, but in 3 table there is 15 because 5 times 3 is 15. So 3 into 5 is 15. So we can say now this 3 and 5 is the factor of 15. 3 and 5 are factor. Understood? Now see, in 4 table is there 15? No. In 5 table 3 times 5 is 15, isn't it? In 5 table also there is 15, but how many times? 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15, but 3 and 5 I have already written as a factor of 15 here by 3 table, right? So no need to write. Apart from 5, see 6 table, is there 15 in 6 table? No. In 7 table? No. 8, 9, 10? No. So this 15 is in the table of 15 itself. So you can write 1 times 15 is 15. So that we can say this 15 and 1 also the factor of 15, right? So this way 1, 3, 5 and 15 are factor of 15. Right here 1, 5, 3 and 15 are factor of 15. This way you have to do, okay? It's very easy. There are many questions in this exercise. There are 8 questions, but very easy. Okay, number A and B I have done here. Rest of the questions you have to do yourself. Okay, try to do it yourself. Okay, you can easily do this. Understood? Okay. Okay, now I am doing exercise 6 also. Okay, from exercise 6 I will do question number 2, and the question number 2 is complete the 2-factor tree of 16 here given in question number 2. Look at here, this types of column has given here. Oh, okay, so complete the 2-factor tree for the following. Using factor tree method we have to solve. Understood? Okay, complete the two factor trees for 16. Okay, here given 16 in number A. So we have using factor tree method we have to complete these questions. Okay, look at here. there is 16. One side is given 2, but one side is blank. We have to put the number inside the box. Okay. Here also one side given 2, but other side is blank. There is box only. We have to put the number under this box. Okay. Inside the box. And there is 2 box which is blank. Okay. We have to put the number here. This inside the box. This box also. And in number B, look at here. In number B also, there is 16. And one side given 4, one side given box. We have to put the number inside the box here also. Okay. So, and then a given 2 factor of 4, 2 box. We have to put the number inside the box as a factor of 4. Understood? And here also. Here also, there is 2 box. Okay. Now look at here. It's very easy. Okay. This is the way to solve factor tree. Okay. Factor tree. Okay. This is the factor tree method to solve the problem. Okay. Now look at it. How many times of 2 is 16? 8 times 2 is 16, right? So you have to put inside the box 8, because 8 times 2 is 16. This is the way. Understood? Now look at here. There is 8. So now this work of 16 is over here. Now we have to find out the factor of 8. So how many times 2 is 8? 4 times, right? So you have to put here 4, because 4 times 2 is 8. Now we have got here 4. Now we have to find out the factor of 4. How many times? If we see 2 times 2 is 4, right? So 2 times 2 is 4. This way, this is the way to fill the box. Okay, they put the number inside the box. Now here in numbers B, you can see in number B, 16. One side 4, other side there is blank. We have to put the number inside the box. So what will be there? What will be there? Now see, this side 4. So how many times of 4 is 16? 4 times. So you need to put here 4. Okay, there is 4. One side is given 4. That means you need to know the table of 4. If you don't know the table of 4, you cannot find out the factor of 16, right? Here in this case also, one side is 2. That means you need to know the table of 2 to find out the 16 factor of 16, which is 8. We know the table. That's why I have written here. I know the table. So that's why I have written here 8, because 8 times 2 is 16. If you don't know the table, you cannot find out. Okay, this is the way. So 4 times 4 is 16 here. The same way if you see 4, both sides 4, and the factor of 4 is 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. Here also 2 times 2 is 4. So this way you have to find the factor, and you need to make the factor tree. Understood? Okay. This is question number 2. Now I am doing question number 3 also. Okay, question number 3. Make factor tree for the following. Okay, in these questions we have to make factor tree by ourselves. Okay, there is not given in the book. We have to make it by ourselves. Understood? What I am doing. Did you understand, you all? Okay. So I am doing number 3 also. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is make factor number A there is given 8. Okay, there is given 8. So we have to make the factor tree here. We have to make the factor tree by ourselves. What will be? Look at here. 8. Look at here. First of all, is it? You have to see. Okay, you have to find out that number. Okay, which is divisible to 8 by that number. Okay, if you see, then if you see 2. Okay, if you see 2, 8 is divisible by 2 or not? Yes, it is divisible by 2. Of course. Understood? How many times? 4 times. So 4 times 2 is 8. So 4 times 2 is 8. That means this 2 and 4 is the factor of 8. This is the way. Now there is 4. Okay, if you see this side, you need to make 2 boxes in this side. Now we need to find the factor of 4 also. So if you find, then how many times 2 is 4? 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. That means this 2 is a factor of 4. Simple. Understood? So this is the way to do. Okay, this is the way. Using this method you can easily do this. Okay, this is the factor tree methods to find the problems. Okay, to find the answer. Okay, in the same way, number B. Look at here. In number B there is 20. Okay. So first of all, we need to make factor tree. So what will be the factor of 20? Okay, if we see from 2, then how many times 2 is 20? 10 times 2 is 20, right? So 10 times 2 is 20. So 2 and 10 is the factor of 20, right? Okay. So now this side, if you see 10, okay, we need to find the factor of 10. 10 is also in the table of 2, right? How many times 2 is 10? 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. That means 2 and 5 is the factor of 10. So right here, 5 times 2 is 10, isn't it? So finally, what will be the factor of this 5? 5 is in the table of 2. No, that means you cannot say 2 is a factor of 5. 3 in the table of 3. No. So in the table of 4. No. So 5 is in the table of 5 itself. So factor of 5, if you see in the table of 5, then 1 times 5 is 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. So factor of 5 is 5. This is the way, okay. This is the way to find the answer using factor tree. Understood? It's very easy. Number A and B I have done here. But C and D you have to do yourself. Okay. There are 2 questions you have to do yourself. And this is exercise 6 and exercise 5 and 6. I will give you homework. Okay. From exercise 5 I have done 3 questions. Rest of the questions you have to do yourself. And from exercise 6, number C and D you have to do yourself. Okay. Thank you.